Speedway this fall, all the drivers that I spoke to today, they know how heavy it means to come here tonight and have a good finish. In order to win the Triple Crown, they take the average of all 3 of your races, they put it together, and that's how you win the championship. So having a good finish here tonight in South Boston is absolutely vital. One driver in particular, the number 14 of Jared Fryer, just coming off of his Caraway win this past Wednesday. He finished 2nd in the Virginia Triple Crown last year. He's been Mr. Consistency and one to look out for in this feature event. 200 laps coming up. Boy, I can't wait to see just who's going to come home. The Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200 winner.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jacqueline Drake. Fantastic stuff. Great information there, and she's correct. They take the average of the 3 races. Now, after the 2 races last year, going into Martinsville for the 3rd leg, final leg of the Virginia Triple Crown, Mark Wirtz was the leader.
Yeah.
Mason Diaz was 2nd. Jared was 3rd. Carter Langley was 4th. Peyton Sellers was 5th. 8.5-point average finish off of Mark Wirtz. But after the Valley Star Credit Union 300, Peyton Sellers, after winning that, he had a 3rd here at South Boston last July, a 14th at Langley, and a win at Martinsville, and that gave him an average of 6, just edging out Jared Fryer. So you might go in the leader, but you got to have a good finish still at Martinsville.
All the cars are on the track. We're going to give you, we weren't able to do our driver intros today due to some weather, so we're going to give them all to you right now. Starting 35th, driving the number 9 Toyota from South Boston, Virginia, driving the elite recycling machine, that is Trey Cruz. Starting 34th, driving the number 19 Palace Point Chevrolet from Trinity, North Carolina, that is Jessica Can. Starting 33rd, driving the number 33 Renfro Heating and Air Chevrolet from Bullock, North Carolina, Kenny Forbes. Starting 32nd, driving the number 40 All About Roofing Chevrolet from Henderson, North Carolina, that is Brian Thomas. Starting 31st, driving the number 09 Chevrolet for Michael Rogers Racing, that is Michael Rogers. Starting 30th, driving the number 74 Gardner Marsh Premier Cake Lines Chevrolet from Rougemont, North Carolina, Ronald Hill. Starting 29th, driving the number 01 Jersey Mike's Chevrolet from North Chesterfield, Virginia, G.R. Waldrop. Starting 28th, Carter Langley from Zebulon, North Carolina, driving the number 5 Chevrolet. Starting 27th, driving the number 21 Four Hats Chevrolet from Locust Grove, Georgia, Lanny Bice. Starting 26th, driving the Fallen Trucking Italian Delight Chevrolet from South Boston, Virginia, Austin Thaxton. Starting 25th, driving the number 32 North Industrial Machines Chevrolet from Indian Trail, North Carolina, Zach Miracle. Starting 24th, driving the number 77 RNS Race Cars 4 from Danville, Virginia, Blake Stallings. Starting 23rd, driving the number 15 Hogan Group 4 from Mechanicsville, Virginia, Logan Clark. Starting 22nd. Race fans, get on your feet. We want to see you on your feet here in South Boston, Virginia. FloRacing, we want you on your feet this lap. Give these guys a wave. Give them a hello. And race fans, we're going racing tonight. The first leg of the Virginia Triple Crown. It is right here at South Boston, Virginia. Right here at South Boston Speedway. Live on FloRacing. Live in Halifax County, Virginia.
I think the whole county has made it out here, and we're so delighted to have them. Folks, this is going to be a fantastic show. You want to come and see all kinds of excitement. A lot of folks come here for the fireworks, but I'm going to tell you, there might be some fireworks on the track as well as after the race.
I want to thank God's Pit Crew for providing this trailer truck with this beautiful American flag. It's a big American flag. It's Perkins level of American flag. God's Pit Crew, glad to have them on board. Had the God's Pit Crew race earlier this season. They do a great job for people all over the country and all over the world that have come into hardships and things like that. Anytime there's any sort of weather-related thing, any kind of big catastrophe happens, God's Pit Crew, they're in no time. Providing that beautiful trailer truck today.
Yep, there are lots of volunteers that go that and travel to communities in need.
Absolutely.
And they're right there with the Red Cross and facility, entities like that to be there for folks when you need them the most.
Going to finish up the starting lineup. Starting 22nd from Midlothian, Virginia, driving the Dixie Paving Ford, Eddie Johnson. Starting 21st, driving the Infinity Communications Toyota, number 99, Lane Riggs. Starting 20th from Durham, North Carolina, also driving the Infinity Communications Ford, Camden Gully. Starting 19th, driving the number 04 Butler Trailer Chevrolet from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Ronnie Bassett Jr. Starting 18th, driving the number 5 SNS Electrical Chevrolet from Powhatan, Virginia, Eddie Slagle. Starting 17th from Hurt, Virginia, driving the Billy's AC Service Chevrolet, Jason Myers. Starting 16th, driving the number 17 Paragon Construction Chevrolet from South Boston, Virginia, Stacy Purrier. Starting 15th, driving the number 14 King's Restaurant Ford from Jacksonville, North Carolina, Jared Fryer. Starting 14th from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, driving the Superior Plumbing Chevrolet, Trevor Ward. One to go this time by Sam Yarborough, Mason Bailey, Mike Looney, Carson Quaffle, Jason Barnes, Kyle Dudley, Bobby McCarty, Jacob Boris, Brandon Pierce, Landon Pemberton, Peyton Sellers, Landon Huffman, Brendan Queen round out your starting lineup. Race fans, get on your feet here at South Boston Speedway. Race fans, get on your feet live on FloRacing. We're ready to go racing here for 200 laps for the Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200, presented by Grand Atlantic Ocean Resort. The Danville Toyota pace car makes its way slowly but surely through turns 3 and 4. Brendan Queen on the high side, Landon Huffman on the inside. Pace cars off, green flag in hand, green flag in the air, and we are underway live on FloRacing for the Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200.
And it's finally happened. It's finally go time. On the outside, the 03, Brendan Queen out of Chesapeake, Virginia. His pole was a 15.170. Compare that to last year. Corey Hine was 15.004. Might be off the pace, but it's going to be twice the excitement. I predict that this event's going to be more epicer than last year.
I think so. So already at high levels of epic as it is. Hard racing all the way around the track. What you see in the camera on FloRacing, you pan out, and there's hard racing everywhere already. And we are 2 laps into this race.
Cars all over the place. Everybody's trying to find their spot. Now remember, the track is a lot different.
Absolutely.
Right now than when they practiced all day yesterday. Earlier today, it was hot, humid, sticky. Then we had a pretty major storm roll through here. And it messed up our sound system and the stuff in the tower. And also it changed the track because the temperature is a whole lot lower than it was when they practiced and qualified.
Brendan Butterbean Queen, still your leader. Landon Huffman. Landon Huffman hasn't raced here since 2016, before the repave. So it's been a hot minute. He was out here with his own race car back then. No longer with his own race car right now, but putting up a good show right now, right on the back of Butterbean. And that's with Landon Pemberton right in his mirror. Landon Pemberton, of course, won the Valley Star Credit Union 300 not terribly long ago.
Landon Huffman was the track champion last year at the Hickory Motor Speedway. He had 3 wins. This is Barry Nelson Motorsports. That's number 12, has made many a lap around South Boston Speedway. So I think the car itself knows the fast line. So if Landon holds that steering wheel right, I think he'll find his way to the front.
Good battle for the lead, good battles all the way through the field here. A lot of beating and banging. You know, I was talking with some of these drivers ahead of time. They're like, okay, yeah, sure, we're going to, some give and take early on. We got 200 laps. No point in, roughing anybody up too hard. Man, there's a lot of roughing up happening out there already.
Yeah, it was a little rough going at the drop of the green flag. Everybody trying to find their groove. Because I'm sure there's quite a few of them that the car's not handling in the lines they were taking earlier.
And I'll tell you what, some of these guys did not qualify as well as they expected to.
Right. Lane Riggs being one of them.
Lane Riggs is back there. Looking at some other guys out there. Eddie Slagle, Jason Myers expected. Stacy Purrier was very fast in all the practices. Qualified 16th. Carter Langley, 28th.
Yeah.
And he's a guy, he's got wins here this season. And
the most.
Yeah, he's got some work to do tonight.
Lane Riggs, 21st at the moment. I thought he'd moved up a little bit. He's passed a couple of cars.
He's on his way. He's got 200 laps to do it. No point in trying to do it all at once here. You see a side-by-side battle. That is Sam Yarborough on the inside. Long-time racer down at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Trying to get by Jared Fryer. That battle's for 15th. Back up the field. Kyle Dudley with a strong qualifying run. He's run well here this season. He is all over the back of Peyton Sellers. That battle's for 4th. Dudley trying to get by Sellers. Sellers so good at this track. Got pinned down there, but here comes Kyle Dudley on the inside. Side-by-side into turn 3. Looks like Sellers is going to let him go here. Dudley up the track. Move Kyle Dudley up to 4th. Peyton Sellers back to 5th.
Right behind Peyton is Brandon Pierce out of Oak Level, North Carolina.
He said if he wins this one, it's the biggest win of his career by far.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah, Thunder Road Harley did,
Davidson
on the car.
So yeah, he's really wanting a good showing tonight. Butterbean running out front, and he's not shaking Landon Huffman at all. Landon's running right there with him. Side by side, look at this battle here, almost 3 wide. Ooh, contact. Camden Gully. Derek Fryer, winner of the Hampton Heat 200 last year. Winner of this race is not here. He's up there racing the Craftsman truck.
Doing okay for himself.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, just good heart racing all the way down.
Lane Riggs, as I said earlier, he was, oh, look at that quick move.
Oh yeah, let's go 7 wide, why not?
Yeah, let's go about 8 or 9
1, 2,
wide.
3, 4, 5, 6 cars in that little pack right there. Peyton Sellers somehow gets clear. Oh, trouble in turn number 3. The number 09 of Rogers goes around. Sam Yarbrough involved. Mike Looney involved. Trevor Ward involved. And it looks like the other 77 of Blake Stallings got up and around that. Not necessarily involved there, just had to blow it way up and go up and around. You see a ton of fluid coming out of the 09 of Rogers and some exhaust flames coming out of Sam Yarbrough's machine. And man, Sam was expecting to have a good race today. This was his kind of deal.
That.
He's a guy that's really good at saving his stuff and just was kind of biding his time. And man, they went like 7 wide right there. And you know, you hate it for Michael Rogers. Michael Rogers is out there doing what he's supposed to do. You're supposed to get down on the bottom. You let the guys go up and around you. But man, when they're 6 wide around you, there's only so much you can do. That's
what I was going to say. It wasn't Rogers' fault at all. He went to the bottom where he's supposed to go. He was a little off the pace for the cars approaching him, but they were 3 wide, and he just ran out of real estate.
Absolutely, and just got a tap. And you know, here we see on the FloRacing replay right here.
Watch this move, yeah.
So here we go. We're 3 wide right there. And now we're going to try to get around him, and no one's going to be patient. Little tap by Ward there as we go into turn 3, and then another little tap right there, trying to go up and around him. And really, it looked like Ward was trying to go around him, and just he didn't have the room he thought he may have had, and just kind of hooked Rogers around, and around he went.
Yeah, because he couldn't go any higher because Looney was out there.
Right.
So that kind of pushed him back down to him, and he kind of hooked the side of him with his front end. See Jeff Bomar out there throwing the kitty litter down on the moisture on the racetrack.
Should be getting a word down here from Jacqueline Drake pretty soon to see what's going on here on pit road. Not a ton of cars taking anything here. You'd have thought with that many cars involved, someone would show up down on pit road here. Jacqueline's ready to go down there. I see her ready to rock over there, right on the entrance of turn number 1, giving us a little wave. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Jacqueline. Yeah, so.
Michael Rogers there. Last year's track champion, late model champion at the Shenandoah Speedway. You know, he was a 2019 Rookie of the Year at Southside Speedway.
Yep. You see there on the 77, just coming through your shot there and just vanished. He had a little bit of right front damage where he, you know, kind of got just ended up hooking Rogers. And again, it's no fault of Rogers.
Right.
And really, it's hard to say it's any fault of Trevor Ward. He had to go somewhere. And he did try to back it up as much as he could, but just Rogers is doing what he's supposed to be doing, getting on the bottom. That's what they tell you. Get on the bottom, and they'll go up and around you until they have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And then here we are.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault they went 8 wide behind him.
Peyton Sellers coming onto pit road. Down to the, coming onto pit road right there on the exit of turn number 4. It looks like he may have a left front tire down. Jacqueline Drake, what do you see down there?
She's on her way, bless her heart.
Well, I am currently on my way.
I see that. We're impressed.
No crew members. Oh, crew members are now just going to start working on the car. It looks like they're evaluating it. There's a NASCAR official down here, so it may be a situation.
Yeah, red flag just came out. Yep.
Red flag, so it's not a red-yellow, so they can't actually work on the cars just yet. Just evaluating it from a few feet away.
See if you can get a word with HC, see if he has evaluated, see what they need to do, see if he can tell you what's going on.
Oh, yes, indeed. It is a flat left rear tire as soon as I walked over here. So as soon as they can get back to a yellow situation, crew will be able to throw the jack underneath there and change that tire out. Keep in mind, tires do have to be approved. This is in fact flat. I know you guys can't see it from your vantage point, but it is definitely flat, and it doesn't look to me that he has any further damage on that door paneling there, which can be concerned sometimes.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jacqueline Drake, and we'll let you catch your breath. Didn't mean to catch you running down there to give that report. We'll wait till you get there next time.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Jacqueline.
Yeah,
Drake,
absolutely.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
that was Ken's fault, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, Jacqueline was absolutely hustling down there. All the credit in the world to Jacqueline on that one.
Hey, no problem, guys. You know, I'm getting my workout here at South Boston.
Absolutely.
It's like a heat room out here.
Oh, yeah, steamy, too.
I'm enjoying it.
And see, she's got her hair up. You know, I've got long hair up. My hair is just about as long as hers. And my son, Daniel, he's on camera on top building, and his sweetheart was trying to braid my hair earlier because with all his long hair, it makes you hot.
Yeah.
So I don't know how Jacqueline can she makes her hair look all pretty. Mine goes all over the place on a hot day like this. Is a bad hair day for me today. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break while we still try to get the track cleaned off. It's going to be a little bit. So this is round one of the Virginia Triple Crown NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Racing Series Late Model Stock. This is a points race for the local, points race for the Triple Crown, and for the national. This is the Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200 presented by Grand Atlantic Ocean Resorts on FloRacing. Don't go anywhere. More racing when we come back. While we're on break with Flo, I want to thank Thunder Road Harley-Davidson again and Grand Atlantic Ocean Resort for being a big, huge part of this each and every year at South Boston Speedway. Definitely want to thank Discover Halifax, Virginia, Halifax County Tourism, and Hitachi Energy putting together and being a huge part of our pre-race festivities, our fan fest. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being a huge part of South Boston Speedway. Welcome back to South Boston Speedway. This is round one, Virginia Triple Crown for the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Racing Series. Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200 presented by Grand Atlantic Ocean Resort. We've just gone from red to yellow, and let's go down to Jacqueline Drake's with Sam Yarborough.
involved in that last incident there, Sam. Unfortunate end for you tonight, but what did you see from your vantage point?
Not real sure. Everybody was 3, maybe 4 wide going down the backstretch. The lap previous, it seemed like my spotter said there's a lap car up there in the way, and this early in the race, you know, it's very frustrating. Car was starting to come to me, air was up. I just passed 3 cars, and there's a car broadside getting into 3, and I had nowhere to go.
Unfortunate end there for the number 95, who was also involved in a wreck last year in this race and was hoping for a better finish or to at least finish the race. That was Sam Yarbrough.
Absolutely, and thank you, Jacqueline Drake. You could hear the disappointment in his voice there. I mean, you know he's very frustrated.
Absolutely.
Getting old and rickety.
So everyone's back on the track. Peyton Sellers rejoining the field. I don't believe he went down a lap, so he should be in good shape there.
Yeah, right before we went to break, he did come in and have to change. It was flat with the report from Jacqueline Drake.
Looks like Trevor Ward's on pit road as well. I see Jacqueline making her way over there. They got the hood up. Checking a couple things. That car did make contact earlier. He made contact with the Roger 09 car, so we'll see what's going on down there.
Plus, he had the 87 to his outside. He might have damage on both sides. Jacqueline, what they got?
Yeah, so Trevor Ward's crew is down here. It looks like they're just making some adjustments to the bracing on the nose of his car. So after a little bit of contact, you can see just the nose is folded in just a bit. So the braces underneath that keep it supported. One of them is broken. They're working on getting that removed. Possibly it was dragging the track surface. And Trevor Ward, interesting enough, on Wednesday night when he raced the same car at Caraway, they had a freak accident happen with his brake pad coming apart, brand new brake pad. So bad luck for him on Wednesday. Hopefully able to repair this so he can get back out there and get another good finish.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Want to make a point too. This is the Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200 presented by Grand Atlantic Ocean Resort. And Doc, you love the beach. I love the beach. We all love the beach. Yep. And at Grand Atlantic Ocean Resort, you're invited to sleep near the sand and wake up to the breathtaking views of the great Atlantic Ocean. Grand Atlantic Ocean Resort, located in beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, offers a wide variety of different condo sizes to fit the needs of couples, family, golf groups, girls trip weekends, and reunions, and so much more. Guests can choose their ideal condo type to meet their vacation needs. Check them out right now if you're watching live at home on FloRacing, www.grandatlanticresort.com. We want to thank Grand Atlantic Ocean Resort for being a great partner to South Boston Speedway throughout the years and presenting this race year in and year out. So glad to have them on board, Doc.
Absolutely. Let's go down to Jacqueline Drake, who's caught up with Rogers.
Yeah, guys, we had Michael Rogers that was also involved in this incident. We're going to send it back over to you guys in the booth here as we're about to go green. He unfortunately is out for the evening.
That's too bad for Michael Rogers. You know, just out here trying to run his race, and you know, he absolutely couldn't do anything else about it. You know.
Right. Yeah. He was down out of the way doing what he's supposed to do.
Right,
the light came back on the Danville Toyota pace car, so we thought we'd be able to get a good word in there with him, but that's okay. It's just unfortunate Rogers is out, and I know he's wanting to make a complete run here in the Harley-Davidson. Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200, presented by Grand Atlantic Ocean Resort. You heard all about him, boy. So be sure and check him out, grandatlanticresort.com.
When to go this time by, Doc, and we're going to see Brendan Queen. He started the race on the high side. That worked out well for him. We're going to try it again. He's got Landon Huffman to his inside. Landon Pembleton and Kyle Dudley in row number 2.
You know who his car owner is. I wonder, you know, who told him to go to the high side.
I mean, he knows a guy or two.
Yeah. Danville Toyota pace car off the track. Cars approaching the south side disposal restart zone, and we are off and underway. Great start for Brandon Queen. Here comes the O of Pembleton. He's looking pretty sporty on the high side. He diamonds the corner a little bit. He went a little bit higher to get a good run off, and he'll clear the 12 of Landon Huffman. Well, not quite. Huffman's battling hard on the bottom side. You know, he likes that bottom groove there at Hickory Motor Speedway, so he ain't skirt down there. He ain't skirt at all.
Landon Huffman on the high side, or on the inside. Landon Pembleton on the high side. Got a Landon on Landon battle right now. Landon Pembleton takes second on that spot. He's going to get a good run on the high side there. Landon Huffman to the inside. Cal Dudley just riding around in fourth. And here comes Carson Quapple. decent qualifying run for him, but he's already up to 5th from 10th in a very strong field. So Quapple right there on the back of Kyle Deli, and right behind him, that is the number 6 is Bobby McCarty, another driver, no stranger to winning at this track.
Yeah, he wants to win this one again. He loves this as a home track. If you ask him, he'll say, yep, Southpaw Speedway, my home track. Did you see Kyle Dudley a couple laps ago? Could he be any looser and not wreck?
Oh, no, he's happy with that. I asked him earlier. He's like,
yeah,
man, it's really loose. He's like, all right, cool. And then that was it. That was the discussion.
Yeah. He likes living on the edge. And boy, you know what he's going to do if he wins this race. He'll have that, what's it called, a beer bong out?
I believe that's what it's called, yeah.
Yeah. Did he have his tuxedo suit on for us?
I did not see him earlier.
He's got a tuxedo that's been sublimated that looks like a tuxedo. Pretty neat if you haven't seen it. Double wide here. View. Look at the gaggle of cars here. Yeah, look at the 4.
Meanwhile, down on pit road, Jacqueline Drake is over by the 28 team. Once again, hard luck for Jason Barnes. Very fast car. Jacqueline, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, guys, that number 28 is Jason Barnes. It looks like it's going to be a flat tire here on that right front. We'll see once they get it off and if the official approves it, but no other further damage on the 28 at this time.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that in qualifying.
Yeah.
If someone could get a hard luck for him this season, he's one of those guys. He's had a fast race car all the time.
He absolutely has the speed.
And it's just not happening for him, and it's all dumb stuff like a flat tire. Here you see a battle. It's Travis Quapple Carson Quapple on the high side. I'm old. Bobby McCarty underneath them.
You showed your age there, mister.
Field kind of single filing out just a little bit. McCarty looked underneath Quapple one time. Didn't quite have it there. A few spots back behind him there. Got a good side-by-side battle. A little bit of beating, a little bit of banging. And it's a 0-5 of Mason Bailey coming off of turn number 4 to the inside of Jacob Borth. And Borth, man, we talked about it, so close 1 year ago.
Yeah.
And trying to find his way by. Borth is up in 9th. Mason Bailey back to 10th. And here comes the 99 of Lane Riggs.
That's for 11
qualifying run for him there.
Yes.
And right behind him, Camden Gully, who, if you weren't with us earlier today, Camden Gully had his transmission sitting next to his car an hour before qualifying.
He was top 5 in speed, top 10 in speed in practice. He's been fast for the last 2 days.
Ended up qualifying 20th because they didn't have time to get the car dialed in. And here he comes now. I expect to see Camden Gully up there toward the end of this race. And right there with him, Carter Langley qualified 28th and has been winning races left and right here this season.
Yep.
Carter Langley's up to 13th. A pick up of 15 spots already for the 5 team as we are at lap 38, 162 laps to go. But only a few laps left in this first stage. Coming up here in just a few moments.
See Travis Ward there working on the bottom side of the 32 of Miracle. Miracle's always fast where he's at. Not sure if he's trying to use strategy, save his tires before the end. Look at that damage on the right rear of the 77. Blake Stallings there out of Danville.
Mike Looney involved in that earlier wreck, trying to find his way by. He looks to the inside and is way down on the bottom. He was saying earlier, if he can get that left front down on the apron, it helps wedge your car up a little bit.
Kind of like
just help it rotate.
Michael Rich used to do here, and Jay Fogelman back in the day.
Back in the day, though, but like after the repave, it changed the structure of that curve just a little bit. And for the longest time, you couldn't go down there. But man, it looks like it's coming back.
Yes.
Here comes Peyton Sellers as well after that caution flag, and